So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over it's not really a thrift haul so much as it is a garage sale, estate sale, church sale, and thrift store haul. I've got so many things. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen and I'm the Restless Thrifter. I'm a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. That means that I go to yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, wherever I can go to find really good quality items that people are looking for online, and I resell them for a profit. Does that make me an evil person? What do you think? There are some people who have said that reselling is bad. It's really not good nor bad. It's just another job. And I like to think of myself as the world's personal shopper, finding things online so that they don't get thrown away. Because when they don't sell at a thrift store or yard sale, they can end up in the garbage. And I'm matching products with people. Products like this little Cricut doodad, which I will go over in a little bit. I also am just doing a job to make a living. I'm not getting rich here. I am not stealing from the poor. There is way more in thrift stores than can go around. A lot of it ends up in the landfill. And most thrift stores, their mission is not to clothe the poor, or they would be giving away their clothing. Their mission is to make money in their stores to support whatever their real mission is. So like for churches, it goes towards their church programs. There's, thrift stores that support animal shelters and so on. There's one that I like to shop at that supports a nonprofit for adults with autism. So there's all sorts of causes, and the selling of the things is not to give to the needy. It is to support their organization. So they want to make you a good deal, but they also want to make money for themselves. And I'm hoping I can also then in turn make a little money off an item to find its soulmate out there. Whoever's looking for that cool shirt or this pan I'm about to show you, you get the idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over it's not really a thrift haul so much as it is a garage sale, estate sale, church sale, and thrift store haul. I've got so many things. And what I'm going to do is put things in Vendoo, which is the cross-listing platform. It does way more than that. Inventory management, analytics. What else does it do? It auto delists things after they sell. I mean, it's pretty cool. While I'm doing this, I'm going to be looking up comps to show you guys, and as well as looking up ASP and sell-through rate in Terapeak, which is eBay's research tool that you can find in your seller hub. I think you have to have at least a basic store to get access, but it may be available to everybody by now. It's very useful for knowing if something's going to sell pretty quickly. By default, it shows you everything in the last 90 days. And I'll go ahead and start with something probably pretty underwhelming, and it's these Cricut doodads. I'm not exactly sure what a Cricut is, but I know it's one of those machines that you can use to make crafty things. Cricut makes the smart cutting machines that work with an easy-to-use app to help you design and personalize almost anything. Custom cards, unique apparel, and so much more. Do you feel like you know what it is? But this goes with it, and these sell for $12.99. I spent $1. I thought that these were new. They're not. They've been cut open on the side. I don't know if that really hurts their value. These are little cartridges. I assume you put them in the machine and then they make certain shapes. Like this one is called Indie Art. I did a really bad job of showing these. I kept forgetting to hold them up, and I talking about them forever. But basically, I got 4 of these cartridges. I'm going to list each of them for $8 plus shipping. They don't sell for much. I will probably not pick up any Cricut items in the future. Place your cutting blade with colorful inks to draw letters and shape. So the Cricut color ink cartridges. Cricut, it's got this little cute little Cricut guy here. Cricut ink cartridges have an ASP of $11.66. I'm gonna round up, so $12 and a 9% sell-through rate. And then this one says Cuttlebug embossing die set. Whatever this is. So you can emboss things. So if you wanted to make like your own homemade wedding invitations or something like that, I guess you would use one of these machines and you could emboss paper. I could see how this would be fun to do. And then, you know, people would, I assume, sell those crafts like on eBay or Etsy or something. Looks like it only sold for $5. So the next thing, I'm not really going to be able to tell you much about. It's something my husband wanted to get. I'm sure he'll want me to resell it unless it's worthless. It's a can opener, and it's got the Zodiac on it, and it's pretty heavy, and it's just kind of neat. Like, there's Libra, that's me. Oh, here we go. Vintage brass. Oh, it's missing its handle. It's supposed to have a corkscrew on the end of it, so it's a corkscrew and can opener. So without that other end piece, I don't know. Okay, so far a little disappointing. It was an estate sale. It was very crowded. We weren't looking everything up. I did actually try. I attempted to look both of those things up, and I thought they were going to be good. And I looked this up too. This is a belt, W. Kleinberg from Neiman Marcus, genuine leather, made in the USA. Vintage men's belt. It's a dark brown. It's in pretty good condition. He charged $4 for that, which I thought was a bit high because it was supposed to be 50% off day. Okay, I feel like I finally got a good one. A Kleinberg leather belt. The ASP is $41 with a 35% sell-through rate. All right, yeah, looks like they sell pretty consistently for $50. So let me see what the active listing price is. $63. So I will list mine for $50. So it's right in between the ASP and the active listing price. I feel like that's a good price point. All right, so this next is a pair of, look at that tiny kitten heel. Pair of Chico's shoes. The style's called Serengeti, and these are suede and then an embossed leather. So they're pretty cute style. These are vintage. Everything this lady had was vintage in this estate sale. And she had a lot of Chico's. She had some Harolds. She had, what else did she like? Carlisle, Talbots. She had a lot of that kind of stuff. It was all older and some pretty cool stuff, but it was so dark in there, I couldn't really see. These are a size 8. They're not brand new. They were $5 because everything was 50% off and priced at $10. But in really great shape. Like, you know, she had worn them gently used. And I did find this exact pair that had sold for $21.75. It was like best offer accepted. There's a similar pair that's listed for $20. I would probably list them for $25. The next thing I want to share with you is this Chico's. My dad goes, good God, why did I put this down? Like, this is something your sister would wear, okay? It's embroidered all over. It's vintage Chico's. I think it's really cute. It does smell a little bit like perfume. This is the old Chico's tag. And this is a size large, if I remember correctly. Yes. And it came with this little velvet tank. And Chico's embroidered jacket, size large, vintage, has a $23 ASP with a 15% sell-through rate. That's going to be in all sorts of styles and conditions and colors and all of those things. So I'm going to list mine for $38. So I'm gonna list it for $38. I did spend $9 on that pair. So that was the only clothing I got, and I got 2 more things at this sale. They are pans. Y'all, I've never bought pots and pans before. I'll try not to make a whole lot of noise. These are all clad. First time finding it. And the lids weren't marked, but they were the same design handle, so I assume. And there it says all clad. It says all clad here. This particular one has it on the bottom, and this says exclusively for Williams-Sonoma, and it's a 3-quart. Now, these were regularly $35 each, but I paid half price, so $35 for the 2. And they do have some rust inside, so I'm gonna barkeeper's friend this thing up. The other one is a skillet, and it looks older. It doesn't have the Williams-Sonoma, but it does look like it'll polish up just fine too. So my first foray into all clad pots and pans. I've heard about them from other resellers. I really love to watch Kayla, the homeschooling picker. I'm sure you've probably heard of her. She's got a lot of subscribers. She and Matt, the part-time picker, I love watching their videos because I've learned a lot from watching them. Okay, so used, there's a $60 average sales price with a 63% sell-through rate. So I'm gonna say, actually, let me look and see what the average active is. It's 88, so I'm gonna say 75. Skillet with lid, $39 ASP and a 69% sell-through rate. And then active, they're listed for $65. So 40, 65, I'll say 50. I'll put 50 for now. Except for the Chico's clothing, vintage Chico's. Everything else was kind of a new to me item. But I'll take this time right now before we move into another haul from a different sale to say, if you are new here, welcome. And please think about subscribing. Click subscribe, it's free. You can also click the notification bell if you really want to know when I am posting new videos. If you're returning, thank you so much. I always appreciate when people return. I recognize your names in the comments, and it makes me happy. So I feel like we're building a little community here of restless thrifters. At one random garage sale, I picked up this. It is a World Market umbrella canopy, 9-foot umbrella canopy. It retails for $69.99, and I saw this exact one sold new, like this one is, for $40. And I paid $2 for it. ASP is $44 with a 50% sell-through rate. Same one is listed, or very similar, for $40, so that's what I'm gonna list mine for. Architectural bricks, glass bricks. That is what this is, and I have, how many? Hey, get your nose out of there. How many do I have over there, Reacher? Watch out. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So there were 11. We paid $10 for all of them. One of them has paint on it. Well, most of these have been cleaned up pretty nicely. But you can use them for craft projects. I think she said her husband put lights in them. I don't know. I guess you could drill holes in glass. But it's that wavy brick. And I saw that 3 of these had sold for $85. $20 is the ASP. 20 is the percent is the sell-through rate. And each of these look like for like a single one. Or that one says 5 for $109. So maybe I'll try to sell them 20 bucks a piece and sell them individually and do like a multiple quantity listing. Okay, so our initial stop for the day though was a church sale. The way this sale worked is they had an inside portion that was the church folks selling things, but then the church folks also rented out parking spaces. You could rent 1 to 2 or whatever for a certain amount of money and bring your stuff. And the money that you rented went toward the church and their programs, and then whatever you made from your sale, you could keep. So prices were all over the place, right? The church prices were the best. So these are a pair of shorts. The brand is 11Z's. That is sometimes sold at Anthropologie. I don't know if it's sold elsewhere. This is a size 10, $3 for a pair of shorts. And this is a red and white stripe. They have this cute detail here, but I recognize the brand, which is why I picked them up. Now let's look it up in Terra Peak. 11Z's shorts have a $19 ASP and an 8% sell-through rate. So what is the average active listing price is $28. So I'm gonna do $30 listed, and I paid $3. This is a $5 purse. It's Travelon is the brand. Let me see if you can see that. Let me see if it's inside, and you can see it because it is not showing up very well. But what this brand is one of those, it's a travel bag, and usually they have like the anti-theft precautions. So you can zip this, and then you can hook it up here. So somebody can't just open your bag really easily when you're traveling. And it has a thick strap. It's a crossbody that you can let out. And it's got a thick strap that can't be cut very easily either. So this is, you know, to make traveling a little safer for your money. And I like this brand. I have a travel purse, and this one's really cute. It's got this cute floral pattern and this red burgundy print. Sometimes all the zippers have the locking feature, but this one doesn't. It's really clean inside. And what is that, RFID technology as well? It usually has that, so people can't just scan your credit cards. Yeah, so a very nice travel bag with anti-theft features. And I paid $5 for this. So pre-owned Travelon crossbodies have a $18 ASP with a 27% sell-through rate. Active, the ASP is $25. I'm gonna list mine for $25. Also from the same lady, I got this purse for $5. It is a brand I have not heard of. But I think it was made in Australia. It is a Oroton, O-R-O-T-O-N, made in Australia, genuine cowhide. And it's a nice bucket bag. So it's got the crossbody, it's got this strap, it's got this cinch. It's really nice inside too. It's kind of a velvety material.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
It's black, this cute bucket bag style. And here's, what did I say it was? Oroton? Oroton, Australia. Oroton leather bag has a $38 ASP with a 26% sell-through rate. I'm cool with that. Active ASP is 52. I might list mine for 50 or 45. Let me do 45. Now this is a first for me. I found my first Brahmin bag, and it was $5. And this is Brahmin here. I've never gotten one, so it also smells like leather. It's got a velvety inside. It's leather. It's got this nice, strong magnetic clasp. So here's what it looks like. It's got this embossed, like croc embossed. I would assume that's not real lizard. Black and brown. So kind of a classic look. I know these bags are expensive. The ASP for a used Brahmin bag, and there are a lot of solds to go by, is $108 with a 41% sell-through rate. Nice. Again, that's going to be for so many different things. Some of these bags are just beautiful. They have like an iridescence to them, and I think that's really cool. Mine is pretty plain, so I'm gonna do $80. I got a lot of bags. Bags are fun. Now this next batch I got from a lady who everything was coming to $32 that I had picked out of hers, and I asked her if she would take 25, which I knew was a long shot. I was gonna say 30, but if she came back and said 30, then I was gonna say okay, and that's what happened. But she was like, oh, you got all the best things. She's like, you got the Kate Spade and the Tory Burch, and now I can't remember what else, but I'm like, I know. Yeah, she had some nice things. This is a Kate Spade bag, and it is just a nice shoulder bag, black and brown. There's the Kate Spade. The snaps here do show some like tarnish on them, but otherwise I'd say everything looks really nice. The handles are in great shape. It's, you know, I gotta clean it out, but it doesn't have any major stains. It just mostly just got like some dust inside it. Oh, it also smells like leather. Nice. A nice tote. I guess you would call this a tote. ASP for Kate Spade leather totes, $47 ASP with a 19% sell-through rate. That's totes of all patterns, and mine's solid. Active, the ASP is $91. I think I'll list it for $45. This is the other thing that I got from her. One of the other things. It's a size 8 Tory Burch top, and it is 100% silk, black and brown. These ladies noticed that I was picking out a similar color scheme, you know, all the neutral type things. And it's really pretty. It's got these polka dots. I haven't seen any flaws in it yet. This was $5. Pre-owned Tory Burch silk tops have a $37 ASP with a 5% sell-through rate. Ooh, that's low. Average listing price is $52, and so I'll probably list this one for $45. This one I don't know about. This one is a Helen Kaminsky, Australia. This was $2. Raffia hat, Helen Kaminsky. It got pretty misshapen hanging out in my bag, unfortunately. So I'll have to reshape it. Let me put it on. Brand new, $159, and they look like they're supposed to be kind of beat up. Pre-owned, one exactly like it sold for $60. I'm gonna list it for $75. All right, the last thing I got from her was this Pottery Barn king size duvet and 3 shams for $15. I'll say I paid $13 since she gave me a $2 discount. I lost my headband. It's really nice, beautiful colors. This is actually colors that I like to keep in my bedroom, but I don't need it. So, and she said it's barely been used, which is nice to know. Oh, that's really pretty. Do you say paisley? Yeah, that's really pretty. Floral paisley. The ASP is $91 with a 45% sell-through rate for Pottery Barn King Duvet Shams. That's what I searched. Asking is $125. I might do $99 to be below everybody. Yeah, $99, because this particular style seems to be listed and are popular. Nice. That lady had some very nice things. Thank you, lady. And I'm sorry I tried to lowball you. Okay, I still have so much from this sale. So much to go. I'm going to split this up into 2 parts because there is so much stuff to show you guys and I don't want to lose you halfway through. So I'll save some for the next video. Until then, just keep listing.
Oh.